today. From Lumen Field.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Bellamy. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback. 38 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Flushed out right. Caught by Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. A nice little juke. And yet again. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this seat coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It's a big play there for Seattle. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right, letting one go deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Dances by him. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there on the screen pass.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Escaping the pressure right. Nice footwork at the 25. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murphy. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. On those slants, everything happens. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets it to Bellamy outright. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st down, Bellamy. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And Dixon has it. They juked him. Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Briggs. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get out.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Seahawks are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big pickup there on the scramble. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Buying time to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
As dedicated fans of the NFL, my audience is sure to recognize the voice of our next guest, especially if you happen to be a Madden player where he's worked alongside Brandon Gaudin since 2016. It is a pleasure now to welcome to our show longtime NFL broadcaster, my pal Charles Davis. Charles, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on, Kevin. Always fun to spend time with you.
So, Charles, I got to tell you, as someone who's watched and listened to so many of your games, I am always impressed by how prepared you sound.
That's awfully kind of you, Kevin. But as you know, as Brandon knows, preparation, that's the key to success. And let's face it, each week we get ready for a game. It's like preparing for midterms or finals.
Yeah, and I...
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. Bellamy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Pushes him over. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Oh, nice move. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter, as his guys have now moved out in front.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big...
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. Able to power through. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the